have a special guest here today. He's one of my closest friends. I grew up with him at MDA camp in Brandon, Florida.
Sure. What's up, Darrell? It's good to see you again. Thank you for the introduction. Hey, everyone. My name is Tyler Hernandez. I'm 27 years old. I'm currently a Florida certified public accountant in the state of Florida. And, Darrell had me on here today to talk a little bit about power soccer since I played for over, about 20 years of my life. I'm excited to see what questions he's got for me.
Is how did you get involved with power soccer?
So I actually got involved with power soccer at MDA camp. When we were there together, I know I was a few years older than you, but one of my first years at MDA camp, they did a demo of the sport, in that the little patio area. And Coach Wood, who I know you
Yeah,
remember,
love Coach
was
Wood.
my counselor. Yeah, I love Coach Wood too. He was like, Tyler, I'm going to force you to play this. Like, I want you to at least try it out. And so I begrudgingly tried it out. I wasn't a big soccer fan at the time, but thankfully I did because I absolutely fell in love with it. And right after that demo, I signed up to play for the Tampa Thunder, and I had a about a 20-year career. So it was definitely well worth it.
I remember because I remember every year at camp, you guys would always come back with all your stories and tell me about how you guys won championships and all types of stuff like that. It's just I always wanted to do it, but I was like, I didn't know how to go about it. So I just used to just listen to you guys and just watch like everything that you would show me.
Yeah, man. I mean, look. It's never too late to join, man. The sport is still growing. I'm actually on the board as the treasurer of the United States Power Soccer, league,
Yeah.
and we've got 60, 70 teams now. There's multiple divisions for every skill level, and it's just a great sport. Like I said, it's brought me so many opportunities, so many memories. It's been a great experience. I can't say enough good things about it.
What were your favorite things about power soccer when you played?
So obviously, any sort of team sport, it's about the people you play with, right? So that camaraderie, being able to, be in control of what you're doing on the field, whether it's calling plays, scoring goals, making that assist to your teammate. That was the great part. But I honestly think my favorite part was when I played for Team USA for several
Yeah,
years. Being able to go to the World Cup, compete at the highest level against players from all across the world. Nothing will ever top that. I don't think. Those were some of the best years of my life, and being able to play at the highest level with athletes from all around the country, traveling the country, it was a great experience.
that was I can tell, man. Like that just let me know like you can like literally make it in anything. You don't have to be this able-bodied person or anything like that to be able to play a sport. And
Exactly.
that just proved to me because you were able to go to all these different countries and play all these different people.
Oh yeah, it's amazing. And I mean, right now we've got the World Cup coming up in about 50 days. It's going to be in
Yeah,
Australia this time
I'm
around.
gonna be covering it. Aren't you playing?
No, so I retired, man. I'm old and washed now. I yeah, when I finished school and I went into public accounting, it was too much to be able to be traveling all over
Yeah.
the U.S. for training camps and things like that. So I hung up my wheels to so to say. I kind of let some of the young kids come in and
Take
fill
over.
that role, take over. But I'm still involved with the sport. Like I said, I'm on the board. I'm still involved with many of the players on the team.
Do you have any regrets in your life?
Regrets? No, man. I don't like to look at anything of, oh, I should have done this, oh, I should have done that. I look at everything as a learning experience. In my life, I took on every challenge that I could. I gave my best effort in everything I could. So yeah, I try not to let anything hold me back. I don't got any regrets.
What are
Okay.
your two biggest accomplishments in your life? Just two.
Man, two biggest accomplishments.
I didn't mean to narrow it down like that,
I
but
know,
I
I
just
know,
want
that's all right.
to.
Man, narrowing it down. So I think number one would be, well, just one of the two would definitely be being part of Team USA for wheelchair soccer. Like I said, that was one of the best experiences of my life. And then number two, I think would be, um, getting my certified public accounting license in
Yeah.
Florida because that's one of the hardest things to do, passing all 4 CPA exams, getting the work experience. So, having that title next to my name at work, I think that's another one of my big accomplishments. So I
Yeah,
think those would be the two I would pick.
that's great. Cause look, I always tell people, just because we're disabled and we're in wheelchairs, that doesn't mean we don't have the brain to go to college and finish things and do things that we need to do in our life, just like everyone else. And you just proved
Yep.
it. Cause bro, you have to be
Hey
so
man,
smart to be an engineer.
hey man, you look, man, you proved it too, man. I mean,
Thanks,
I
man.
see what you've been posting on Facebook, and I mean, graduating and getting those grades and making something of yourself. To your point, we've
Yeah,
got to set good examples. I think we both set good examples of
yes.
being able to succeed. Even though life has thrown some challenges our way.
Do you believe that power soccer changed your life?
Oh, no question, no question. Before Power Soccer, obviously I love sports. I love sports, but when it comes to disabled sports, there wasn't a lot I could do given my limited physical mobility, right? And for a while I played challenger baseball, but that always required someone to help you, right? You never did something on your own. With power soccer, right, that gave me independence. That taught me that I can do things on my own. I don't need help. I'm the one making the decisions. I'm the one making the plays. I'm the one with the supporting team around me, and that taught me a lot of valuable life lessons.
Yeah,
So yeah, I think that's the biggest thing from it.
yeah, man. Because like that lets you know like that a lot of things that we need help in, but you didn't need help for that. So that even
Yep.
makes you feel better. And how were you
Sure.
diagnosed with MD?
So I was diagnosed, I believe, at 1 or 2 years old.
Hmm.
The I wasn't really crawling. I wasn't being able to hold myself up. So obviously, my parents knew something wasn't right. Um, and so they took me to the doctor. They got the diagnosis, and we immediately got in touch with the Muscular Dystrophy Association to kind of figure out what we needed to do, get next steps, and they've been instrumental to my life throughout the way. But again, I don't really look at my diagnosis as a negative thing, right? I take it as a positive, because there's so many experiences I've had with my disability that I wouldn't have had if I didn't, and I wouldn't change that for anything.
Same way, bro. There's a lot of things that I've done that I
Hmm.
wouldn't do if I wasn't like this.
Exactly.
Yeah, so like that's it's a positive at the same time. Who was your most influential person in your life?
Ooh, I had to pick just one?
You you know what? I'll give you five.
5. All right. So, obviously, my family, right? My mom,
Yes,
my dad, and my sister, right? They've been there every step of the way.
yes.
So, no question about that. Obviously, Coach Wood, right? We
Yeah.
mentioned he was my
You guys were
counselor
like
at,
you guys were like
yeah,
brothers.
absolutely. He's like a second dad to me.
Yep.
He's too old to be my brother, that's
Oh
for
yeah,
sure.
yeah.
You know what
Oh,
I
coach,
mean?
he's calling you old, Coach Wood.
Yeah, that's right. That's why I said it. I hope he sees this and knows I called him old.
Yeah,
Um, and definitely Coach Wood on the list. Um, obviously, honestly, it's just my entire family, right?
yes.
So
It's
yeah,
your
I'm gonna
support
leave it at
system.
that. Yeah, because they've been there every step of the way. They've been my biggest supporters. And again, like I said earlier, I wouldn't change it for anything. Um, and I'm really appreciative of everything they've done for me.
Interview, bro, and thank you. Yes, bro.
Absolutely,
Thank you,
absolutely. Anything I can do to help, anything I can do to help you support what you're trying to build, I'm here for you, brother.
sir. Thank you.